Today I'm cooking at home and I'm making arancini, which is traditionally fried small balls of risotto that have a cheese filling. So I'm not going to fry them because I don't fry anything. I am going to bake these, and I'm beginning by spraying a baking sheet pan with some olive oil. I'm going to make 3 bowls. This is like making a fried chicken mixture without frying. So I've got flour, eggs, and panko breadcrumbs in the last bowl. So I'm taking some risotto that's already been cooked. Ideally it should be cold because the colder the easier it is to work. Mine was still warm, so it was sticking a lot to my hands. And I'm making some that have some leftover manicotti filling that I had in the fridge. That's just some ricotta, mozzarella, some herbs, and Parmesan cheese, and I'm just encasing the cheese with the risotto. And once I have encased it, and I want to make sure that all the cheese is covered with rice, because once it bakes you don't want all the cheese to ooze out. So if you see some gaps, you can plug it in with some more risotto. You want to form a ball, and you want to give it a coating of flour. And this flour is not seasoned. I know my risotto was seasoned well, so I don't need to add any more salt or pepper. And then I'm going to roll that in the whisked eggs before putting it with the panko. And panko is Japanese breadcrumbs, so they're a little larger and crispier really than traditional breadcrumbs, but you could use Italian breadcrumbs if you'd like. So just make sure everything is coated, because you want these to get really crispy in the oven. And having that olive oil on the bottom of the baking sheet pan will help the bottom of these arancinis crisp up. For the next set, I'm going to use little baby mozzarella, and these come in packages that are in water, where the mozzarella is in water, or you can buy them now in little snack packs where they don't have the water. So I'm just putting those cute little balls of baby mozz, again encasing it with the risotto, filling any gaps as needed, and then I'm going to again roll it in the flour. And now I've used a spoon because my hands were getting very sticky with the risotto. But a cool trick is if you refrigerate the risotto, or ideally you're using leftover risotto, it'll be cold and it's much easier to work with. So I'm going to dip in the egg, and now I'm going to put in the panko, roll it around, put it on my baking sheet pan, and I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees. Before you pop these in the oven, you want to spray the tops really well with olive oil, because this is what's going to help crisp. The egg helps it crisp up in the oven, and so does the olive oil. So we want these to have a nice crunchy exterior. These need to bake for about 25 minutes. If they're not brown enough on top, pop them under the broiler, but watch them. Like 2 minutes under a broiler is plenty. Make sure you don't burn them. And when they're done, the inside of the cheese is creamy and melty, and the outside should be crunchy. For this recipe and more, visit myclasscancook.com.